Hello everyone, welcome to another Adventures of Pete. It's been a little while since I posted a video, so I thought I'd pop one up. Show you kind of what I've been getting into a little bit here. So this video I'm going to call one step forward, two steps back. I think most people that work on classic cars or just cars in general go to fix something and find something else to be fixed. So I guess that's part of the fun part of working on cars. It can be a little annoying because you just want to keep moving forward and not have to go backwards on anything. But that's the game that everyone plays with this. So let me talk a little bit about some of the stuff that I've had done to the car, and we'll go from there. So, 68 Mustang. You guys have seen this before if you watch my videos. Recently I went to the shop that I had the suspension done at, and I had the rear, the whole rear axle serviced basically. So I had axle bearings, so that's inside. I had new axle bearings put in. I had new geez, I'm at a blank right now. Wheel bearings, I'm sorry. So axle bearings, wheel bearings, and then I had the axle seals replaced, as well as having the rear end serviced. So there was a little bit of noise going on the driver's side. Whenever I would come to a stop, I could hear, I believe it was the axle seal kind of click, 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 I don't know, doing that kind of thing. So while that work was being done, the mechanic realized that the over on the driver's side rear tire over here, the emergency brake cable was basically just frayed off back here, and this rear drum brake didn't even have the little arm that the emergency brake attaches to. So I went and ordered those parts. I've got all new, actually they're over here. They're all in this box over here. I got all new cables, emergency brake cables. There's a couple down on the floor down there. I bought a whole kit. I got, they sent clips, they sent, here's actually that arm right here for that the emergency brake cable attaches to. So I'm gonna have a working, functioning emergency brake on this car, which would seem to be pretty important. So that takes care of the rear end. That's what's going on there. Like I said, that should be squared away. I shouldn't have to think about that too much. So one of the things about this car, we were messing around with the other day, and we were kind of underneath the hood and just kind of seeing how it was running and everything. And we basically got sprayed. It was like we're like underneath the hood and we're kind of revving it up, and it was like, we kind of got a little spray. It wasn't much, just like a mist or something, but you could tell it was something. And my friend Tom that was helping me out, nice guy that he is, comes over and gives me a hand every once in a while, and I really appreciate him for that. He just kind of, he was like, that's antifreeze, that's sweet, that's antifreeze. Again, it wasn't a lot being sprayed, but it was enough, so we basically started looking around and seeing what we could find out. So here's what we came up with. Now it might be a little hard to see, but basically down here, down in the very corner here of the radiator, again, I don't know if you're able to see it that well, but it's literally like right. So anyhow, down in the bottom corner of that radiator, we saw that it was a little wet down in there, and basically realized that I think it's got a leak down there, and it's a real shame. This aluminum radiator here, I believe it's a Champion 3-row aluminum radiator. When I bought this car, that was something that I saw and was like, cool. You know, we won't have to worry about that part. That looks pretty new. And I'm not exactly sure what happened. I don't know if it was like just because it was vibrating. Maybe it's supposed to have like a rubber isolator underneath that's not there, and it started hitting down and it just cracked a weld there or what. But I really don't believe in that. I don't really believe in that bars leak stuff. I just hear too much about it actually clogging things up and making things worse and your car's overheating. So I just went ahead and ordered the exact replacement radiator. I know it's going to fit. The car was being cooled off well with the other radiator. So I think just replacing it's going to be cool. So that's like the step backwards that I didn't really want to have to deal with. I just wanted to move forward with things, and I didn't want to have to go backwards. And I really thought that that part was good. So it's a real bummer to have to replace it. It's a nice part. But, you know, keeping your car cooled off is pretty important. So we're going to do that. A couple other little things I've been doing to the car. Let's see here. I installed this little, it's like a battery kill, if you will. Hooks up to the negative battery terminal, and it's literally just like this like switch thing that comes down. So I can kill the power to the car when I have it parked. When I first hooked it up, because I have a battery tender pigtail on there, I had the one end here. And then I realized that when I disconnect the power, that it wouldn't actually charge because it was there. So I had to move that terminal over to here. So the car will actually charge up when I, disconnect the power there. So I thought that was cool. Just a little safety thing. So my nothing happens. Nothing catches on fire, burns the garage and house down and stuff like that. So. Couple other things I've done. Let's see here if I can get you in there a little bit. So we know we got the GM HEI distributor on the Ford here, and these two connections here. One's for your 12-volt power, and your other is your tack wire. I just had like these spade connectors that I pushed up in there, and they were working, I guess, but they're not a real positive connection. There's no reason that they can't just yank up out of there, if you hit some bumps, or they can rattle out and whatever. And that would always kind of give you problems. So I actually bought the real factory connectors here. And again, my friend Tom came over and helped, and we got those wired in there. And so that makes me feel a little bit better. So that was a little bit of a step forward there. I've got my battery kill over here, and those wired up really nice there too. So that's two things, I guess, that are step forward, and then the radiators to step back. What I first hoped was wrong with the car was I thought that maybe just the lower radiator hose was having an issue, and if I replaced the lower radiator hose, that would solve my problem. I did buy these really nice silicone hoses, and I'll replace the upper one, and then there's a little bypass hose here. Let's see, right there. And I replaced that one as well. And then just didn't replace the bottom one, and I put the antifreeze in, and just said, oh well, I'll get it the next time. Draining the antifreeze isn't a big deal, but it's not the funnest thing for me to do either. So there we go. Here's the old radiator hose over here. Now, one thing is it didn't have the spring in there, and it's pretty soft. But the ends, this would have been the end that went into the radiator. Even though it's not cut really nice or anything, there's no spot there that's like cracked or anything, or split. and the place where the clamp went on there was just fine. That's actually the number on it there. Well, let's see here. Is that an issue there? I don't think so. I think it's just some of the glue from that sticker. Yeah, so I was hoping when I took this radiator hose off that I'd see some cracks or something going on. Nothing like that. So I believe it's just a bad radiator. So I went forward and just got a new one. I don't want any problems with that. So there you go. That's about it, I guess, for my updates. Like I said, I hadn't posted a video in a minute, so I wanted to post one up real quick, let you know what I've been doing. You know, I had a whole exhaust system put on this car, and I never really made a video about that. I kind of meant to, but maybe you can kind of at least take a look at the headers down there. They're a nice set of headers, I think. Patriot, I think, is the name of them. Let's see. Maybe if you can see it down there. There's a nameplate on there. But anyhow, they're ceramic coated headers, and I think they make a big difference keeping the heat down a little bit. It's supposed to really wick the heat away, you know, and out through your exhaust, and not just build up heat inside your engine bay. And I believe they do work a little bit better. The engine doesn't seem to be getting as hot, and it's important to keep your temperatures down if you can. So cool. That's about it. I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'm gonna cut it off here. And I think I ordered the radiator today. I think they said it should take about 2 days, so hopefully that'll be in here Friday. So I got a long day of work tomorrow, but I think Friday I'm gonna get back out here and start pulling this radiator out. It doesn't seem like it's too difficult to get out of there, but I'll make a small video on doing that, and replace the radiator and see what's going on next. So I think it's about 3 weeks away when the car actually goes back to get the emergency brake cable and things like that, and the rear brakes done. So I'm excited about actually having a working emergency brake. I never pulled it before. I was always a little suspect of it, and I never pulled it because I didn't want it to be an issue. So I feel good that I didn't, because it probably, I don't know exactly what would have happened, but I don't think it would have been good. So that's it. So thanks everyone for watching. Certainly appreciate all the viewership. Hopefully another video coming out soon of me replacing the radiator, and again, hopefully I'll start popping up some more videos of what's going on and not leave anyone hanging about all my updates to the 68. So it's starting to get close to fall, so you know, unfortunately the bike's not going to start getting ridden so much, so I'm going to have to do a little winterization on this, which doesn't entail a whole lot other than plugging the battery in so it stays charged. And it's going to be a shame. I really didn't ride this bike too much this year, and I sure do miss it. It's a lot of fun to ride. So thanks again for watching, everybody. I'm going to cut this one off now. My positive message is, you know, I've been telling everyone to focus more on themselves. You know, be kind to people, but treat yourself well. It's really important to, you know, do little special things for yourself, and just keep those spirits up, you know, so you're not in a bad mood all the time. So it's so much nicer to be in a happy mood, I think. So treat yourself well, keep your spirits up, and be kind to your fellow man when you get a chance. And thanks again, everyone. Video coming soon with the radiator swap out. All right, talk to you later. Bye.